Belizean folklore, all the Xtabai, Sisimito, Llorona, Xtabai, Sisimito. I repeat a lot because a lot when I look on them directly. Negro de Agua, Serena, Cadejo, La Sucia, and what have you. But I also note that you have a company known as GrisDismation. GrisDismation.
That's correct.
GrisDismation. Tell me about GrisDismation.
GrisDismation is an independent company. Gris and I, we both do everything for the company from writing to promoting to
script writing, directing, artwork, everything that we have to do to get these ideas out.
Basically multimedia. We write short animations we have online.
We do fine art, we do different series. Legends of Belize is our most prominent right now, but we also have personal series that we've developed from things we've liked. So we're basically a company that promotes our art, hence the name Gris for GrissyG, Dis for Dismas, and Mation for the animation that we do.
So GrisDismation.
Correct.
Right. And how long ago you said you started the company?
In 2003, December 2003. And the company, we registered it first in Belize, and then we went to the US and registered it there, where we are doing most of our business.
So you weren't married yet when you started the company?
No.
We registered.
So we became partners before we became husband and wife, right?
Yes, correct.
Work first.
And how has it been? You know, well, it's always nice when two young people working together in a common goal, going in a common direction. I mean, you are two Belizeans that are worthy of admiration, really.
Thank you.
Because of the fact that you have chosen to stay with Belize, even though you're not physically here all the time, but you promote Belize abroad, and that's what we need. You need good ambassadors out there. So GrisDismation. I went to your website for a little while today, not much. I was impressed, really.
Thank you.
So maybe you can expand and tell me a bit more about the website and maybe remind folks where they can find it.
Our website is GrisDismation.com, and GrissyG is the one that maintains the website. I do a lot of the little design work on it, but I have to give her credit because she's the technical brain of it. There we use it to show our short animations and different series of art and photography that we have on there. We also sell products of our own art. We license our short animations online to different venues like Blip TV, YouTube, and we're also on Facebook. So we basically use the website as a venue, and we see now, like for this era, that most artists, if you don't have a website, it's very difficult for show your art. I mean, you have to get on physical venue, and especially with us, our art pieces, for example, Legends of Belize, they're huge pieces, 6 feet by 4 feet canvas tapestries.
As big as that?
Yes.
6 by 4.
And GrissyG did her part, the female seductresses, on 2 feet by 4 feet wooden panels. And these are sculptural paintings, and each one weighs from 35 pounds to 65 pounds.
Wow.
They're very intricately detailed, and they're done with gel mediums and wireframe, foil, Sculpey. And what GrissyG did is she took a cake decorating class so she could learn how to decorate cake.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
And applied that to...
Yes, she applied that technique with the gel mediums and metallic paints to create the textures of, for example, the Xtabai, one of the foot, horse foot, goat foot, where they believe in the myth and say. Then she created the textures of the hair, so everything very intricate.
Yes.
And the metallic paints create a visual effect, so when you see it in person, it have a more, I would say, almost a spiritual feeling to it, And
one of the new mediums of the age to paint have progressed now that we could paint with metallic paints.
Okay.
So we have metallic paints in all colors, metallic blues, metallic reds, metallic oranges, and so forth. And they combine these colors with regular colors, and in that process, it just adds a really live feeling to it that sometimes you really feel like the character they come out of the painting.
Wow.
So it's a quite impressive piece to see in person.
Well, I was impressed with on the website that the painting is there, and then you you have the little headlines about the story, the teasers,
Yes.
and then you click on it and it expands and tells you a bit more, you know. And so if you want to learn about Sisimito and Xtabai and all these Belizean folklores, you can go to your website and actually click on it and learn.
Yes, definitely.
And stories are there too.
Yes,
from what I noticed. Right? And some of the stories you are sharing with tonight.
Yes,
right?
so going into detail.
Yeah, all right. I can't wait. So let's go to our first character, Xtabai. Xtabai.
Xtabai.
Yeah.
Wait.
With the hina?
No, this is the Sisimita.
This is Sisimito, right?
Yes.
Sisimita.
Sisimita.
This is
That are
yeah.
the female Sisimita. All right.
Yes.
Well, whatever Harlan trope them
Yes,
we deal
yes,
with.
we could talk
So
about
he drops Sisimita. Sisimita like what? Sisimita husband and wife? Tell him about Sisimita.
Sisimita is basically the female of the folklore called Sisimites. They say they go in packs. They roam the jungles in packs. So if you see one, be careful because one next one might be around. And they said these creatures are very fierce. And if you anger them, they'll come out and rip you up. You know, then they aren't supposed to be the ones that not afraid to kill man if they have to. So we've heard these stories, and it's similar to the Tata Duende in the sense that it has backwards feet.
Foot the back way.
If it foot, then the back way.
Okay, try to get it up higher so we could see foot. Yeah, foot that's supposed to the back way.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And basically also like the Tata Duende for fool people in the direction that they go. So in that sense, it makes it harder to track them. So
Yes, a lot of times when we question people about the myths, they usually would say that the Tata Duende are the same as the Sisimito or vice versa. So what we did is we included the idea of the foot being back way because most of the people we've talked to would mention the Sisimito have a foot back way too. So we keep that into the painting. So.
But why would I hear about Sisimito? It's rare when you hear about Sisimita.
Well, we would say is what we found that through research that these creatures, specifically like the Tata Duende and the Sisimito, aren't so much like spirits. Some people would say the Tata Duende are spirit, but they would call them cryptid. People would believe that they have certain creatures that are unknown and yet to be discovered. For example, they have one called the Kopi. It's like one giraffe, the head on giraffe and the body that one zebra. Before you would tell somebody that, they wouldn't believe you. Like, what? Giraffe, zebra combination? How did that happen? But then later on, they would consider it a myth. Later on, they discover that it really exists. So they say a lot of these creatures are cryptids and they really do exist in the jungles of Belize. And you know how the jungle is so vast. And we have animals like the tapir, national animal, you know, and the toucan, colorful, very different than what people would see. So if you would tell someone that doesn't know, that one myth, you know, exists. And then we've also found like they have giant squids where supposedly that may have myth at one time, and not too long ago they discovered it off the coast of China or someplace like that. So these myths would say, or the Sisimita or Sisimito, would be considered a cryptid. Or like in the U.S., there would be a version of the Bigfoot.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
Or the skunk ape.
Yeah, what did I call Bigfoot in
the
the
skunk
US?
ape or the Yeti, you know.
And in the U.S., this is the favorite. They
They
like
like the
they
Sisimito?
love Sisimita and Sisimito. Then they
Okay.
just go off of this.
No, the painting, the painting, describe what all you use in that particular painting there.
This painting actually start with a wire frame, and on top of the wire frame, I build up the muscles with foil, and on top of the foil, I use this clay called Sculpey. And because of the size of it, 2 feet by 4 feet, I had to bake it in front of our bathroom heater. So I would bake piece by piece on the easel.
Oh, yeah?
So it took like a day to bake. And then after I bake it, then I go in with the metallic gels and paints, and I put in the textures of the trees, her hair. Her hair took weeks. And after I done with her hair, my hand was, how you say it, arthritis? or the arthritis, no? So you could see all the details in her hair, in her face, in the hands, you know, everything is very detailed. So it's a very intense process, no? And detail, we love detail, so it's.
And in the background, she included like a mountain landscape where it lead to a cave, and I don't know if we could see here, but they have like one little pile of bones, right in front of the cave. Because
Okay.
what we remember stories about the Sisimito. I remember when I'm young, our friends would talk about how they had one Sisimito would come into the Mennonite community and carry the cows, and kind of like the chupacabra, you know, and carry the cows and things like that. So we or GrissyG included the Mali pile of bones in the back for sure that they are like carnivorous.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I never meet Sisimito at all. Yeah, it's gone back way for true.
Yes.
No, what's one of the stories? Maybe you could tell me one of the stories connected with Sisimito. You have one that really will come to mind?
Well, GrissyG always tell me this one about how they had this guy, this man who gone into the jungle, and he encountered the Sisimito, and the Sisimito carried away. And what happened is that for make he get away from the Sisimito, he had to take off his clothes and dance around naked for frighten the Sisimito.
Oh, yeah?
And then that's how the Sisimito get frightened and left her, and then he got back home to tell his family and his friends that, you know, this like strangely, I don't know, like hominid or cryptid back away. And then the stories we hear, you know, like another one I could tell this one of my friends I meet, he made in the BDF, and he tell me he to drive one of them back roads, and all of a sudden then monkey kind of people like run out in front of the Jeep, and right away one of them pull out the gun for start shoot it, and right away he pull down the gun and tell her, you know what, shoot them thing, because you see how that pack right there, they have a lot more of them, and they don't play nice, you know, they will rip your hands off, and they're very violent. So then the stories or you know, one of the stories that we hear about it, and what we've
and my grandpa always had a similar encounter, and he said he knocked something though, and he said when they knock something, then stop. So then jump out of the vehicle and he gonna check the front, and nothing there. So he like get back in the car and like, you know, kind of puzzled as to what going on. So later on, he say he look up in a rear view mirror, and in the mirror he say one little group of them passed the back.
Okay.
And he tell his friend with his partner, you know, hey, get the gun, they're behind, you know, make we go shoot them thing. And the friend may supposedly know about them things, and he said, no, you no mess with them thing, because we end up dead right here.
You shoot one and all of them come out there,
exactly. So then said they gone right there, but my grandpa said he did see, you know, he see the thing, you know.
Okay.
So, and he described it like one, I call it the Bigfoot, in the sense that I'm a tall, hairy creature, you know, and then just the walk like monkey.
Some people would describe it as short like the Duende, 4 feet or so, and some people would have said them big, like Bigfoot, I guess, you know. So I mean, I personally have not seen one. I don't know if I'd want to, maybe, you know, maybe.
I don't want to see none neither. I think I got a bush sometime, but I swear if I sit up, they come towards me, I'll cut onto it.
Yes, so I go the other way.
That don't catch me for sure. You'd have to run faster than me when I see him.
Yes. And we also interpret this one for be scary. So if you notice it, it come out, you really show it teeth, like you ready for fight, like you come for eat.
Like you vex.
Yes.
Like you vex.
And all these paintings have that little character about them for remind people what they are, you know.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what?